Hola, this is a Borealis Cascais from Portuguese watchmaker Borealis, a microbrand who make limited numbers of very interesting watches, and they release them from their website borealiswatch.com, and they're forever making new stuff. So this is Borealis Cascais, the Mark 1. They're just about to launch their Mark 2, which has a few slight different features, different dial, slightly different bezel, etc. Anyway, we're not talking about that today. We're talking about the Cascais today. So I'm starting in the dark today because it's all about the lume. These watches are incredibly loomy. Now they're filled with Super Luminova C3X1 lume, which is it's manufactured by RC Tritech, and it's the strongest mix available in the market. So I'm just going to turn it off and you can see the lume. Okay, so the camera's adjusting, but you can see it just glows like glows like a torch. Absolutely incredible. And that goes all night long. It's absolutely superb. So everything is loomed: the bezel, the second hand, the dial, the hands. I'm just going to put the light back on, and I'm just going to open the curtains because the light is more pleasant that way. And whilst I do so, I shall carry on wittering away. I'm going to tell you about the watch, and we're going to have a look around it, and I'll show you some of the features that I really love about it, and it's going to be good. There we go, that's better with the lights, with the curtains open. Okay, sorry about that little delay. So here we go, the Borealis Cascais. Now this is the pencil hand version with date at 6 o'clock. So it's white date on black. It's filled with sort of old radium Super Luminova, so it's got a slight yellow tinge to the lume. And there's other models available with a slightly, I think there's some with a different colour lume. Yeah, this is the C3X1 lume, and you can get some with BGW9. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is. If you know, let me know in the comments below. You can also get the Cascais with cathedral hands, which are slightly different, and you can get it with no date. You can get a white dial with white bezel, a whole variety of different configurations. I'm just going to give it a quick polish, all based on the same watch. So, but as I said, this is a discontinued model, and the Cascais version 2 is coming out soon. So if you're interested, it might be worth having a look. These you can get every now and then second hand, and this is a recent acquisition, second hand, and it's a big watch. On my 7.5-inch wrist, it still looks big. And I think I'll get the ruler and measure it for you so you can see, and we'll have a look at some of the details in a minute. So across the dial it's 42 millimeters across the dial, lug width 22 millimeters, thickness is pretty good actually for such a big watch, 12 millimeters, and lug to lug is 49 millimeters. So it's a chunky watch. It's a chunky watch. The bracelet tapers ever so slightly from 22 at the lugs to 20 at the buckle, but then the buckle itself, sorry, the clasp I should say, the clasp itself goes back up to 22. Huge! It's a huge clasp, absolutely massive. It's got a button there, and it's got this extension to go over your wetsuit. It's pretty good. And one nice thing about this bracelet, which is a beast, is it's got little screws there. So it's just a case of getting your little screwdriver and unscrewing those. It's very easy to change, to take a a link out of the bracelet to size it. So what have we got? We've got a deep glossy black dial with Borealis written in white in their font across the top, and across the bottom we have just going to see if I can get the light on it so you can really make it out. We've got Cascais 30 ATM in red along the bottom just above the date. Underneath the date we've got Swiss STP1-11. So that's the movement. So it's an automatic Swiss movement. It's got 26 joules. Vibrates at 20,800 beats per hour, 4 hertz. It's got hacking seconds. Let's have a look. So we've got a signed crown that screws in and pull it out to the first stop. Sorry, that's the second stop. First stop for the date. Second stop, second hand stop, so it's a hacking movement, and set the time. Push it back in. Now it's also hand winding, so can you hear that? So it's got a hand winding action to it as well before you push it all the way in to screw the crown in. There we go. Apologies for the light there, I was just shining it close up so that you could see the red writing. So that's the crown, and so the case itself is, it's not polished, it's not bead blasted, it's kind of satin. The bezel is ceramic. It's got a ceramic insert with the loom everywhere, as we saw earlier in the dark, and it's 120 clicks. And it's absolutely flawless, that bezel. Not a piece of wobble in sight, no back play at all, and just an absolute dream. That's probably the best bezel I've seen on any dive watch at any price range. We keep going. We've got drilled lugs to make it easy to change the strap out, and on the back we've got their logo, which is a mermaid, which is very nice, sort of etched into the back, and on the back is some writing, and it says Swiss STP1-11 automatic movement, Borealis Watch Company, 300 meter water resistant. And that's it. Oh, sorry about the focus. And we've got solid end lugs here. No, they're not called end lugs. What are they called? Solid ends to the strap. I can't think what they're called. So it's a absolutely bomb-proof bracelet. So that, my friends, is the Borealis Cascais. An absolutely superb diver's watch, if a little large, but if that's okay with you, then perfect. Really incredible loom, so easy to read, perfect reliability, absolutely rock solid diver's watch. I highly recommend Borealis. I must admit, I've never bought directly from them. I've always bought second hand. But I imagine they're probably... So what you do is you pay a deposit, 50% deposit for the watch that you want, and then when they come in, you then pay the remaining 50% and they send you the watch. You need to get in quick because they just sell out. They sell out very quickly. But people buy them and then realise that it's not for them, and then they pass them on. So if you miss the watch from the website, directly from Borealis, you could probably pick one up without too much difficulty afterwards. There you go, folks. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more watch videos, and I also do knife videos and EDC. And comment in the comments below. I'll be happy to chat with you about this watch, and please like as well. That would be very kind. Thanks, folks. See you soon.